Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Mauricio Umansky spills how RHOBH changed ex Kyle Richards. Mauricio Umansky is spilling the tea on how RHOBH has changed his estranged wife, Kyle Richards. The two were married for nearly 30 years and raised 4 daughters together. Unfortunately, they split in July 2023 and are unable to reconcile. So what does the real estate mogul have to say about his ex and reality television fame? Keep reading for further details. For 12 seasons on RHOBH, Mauricio Umansky and Kyle Richards were a power couple. She supported him in his real estate endeavors, even if it meant losing her family. He initially was in business with her brother-in-law, Rick Hilton, when he got the opportunity to branch out on his own. It would likely jeopardize their relationship with Kyle's sister, Kathy Hilton, but she wanted what was best for Mauricio. He went on to excel in his career, and he watched her return to acting while opening a handful of boutiques while becoming a reality star. She is now the last OG standing on RHOBH and has been there for all 14 seasons. Admittedly, after the last 2 seasons, she did not know if she would come back. In season 13, Kyle and Mauricio shared the demise of their marriage. He has since moved out of their home and gotten his own place. Furthermore, he was involved with philanthropist Nikita Khan and is now having fun with model Claudia Kay. So, when asked about Kyle and how she changed since joining the hit Bravo reality series, what did Mauricio have to say? According to Reality Blurb, Mauricio Umansky claims that Kyle Richards is the same person she always has been. He spilled this alongside co-star and close friend, PK Kemsley, on Bravo's Hot Mic podcast. I think Kyle is extremely grounded and down to earth, and I don't think that the show has gotten to her, the fame, the money at all. I think that she is the exact same person that she was before the show, before we both made money. I don't think it has changed her at all. As for whether or not he and Kyle had a chance at reconciliation, Mauricio was clear about where they stood. He maintained they are best friends, and that is all. Despite being separated, Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky reunited for the holidays in Aspen with their 4 girls. They enjoyed cooking and baking, with Kyle making a grand Christmas Eve dinner. She then woke everyone up on Christmas morning so they could open gifts together, and they looked extremely happy to keep the tradition alive. He had just been spotted in Aspen dining and shopping with Claudia Kay, as it was alleged Kyle would be with her sisters for the holidays. However, her daughters documented their happiness on social media. Mauricio Umansky, the charismatic and ever-gracious husband of Kyle Richards, the iconic star of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, RHOBH, has often been a source of insight into the inner workings of the glamorous and drama-filled world of reality TV. As a successful real estate mogul and the face of the agency, Mauricio is no stranger to the limelight. However, when it comes to his wife, Kyle, he has always been supportive and protective, but not shy to open up about how the spotlight has shaped their lives, especially the evolution of his wife over the years. In recent interviews, Mauricio spilled the details on how RHOBH has irrevocably changed Kyle in ways both profound and unexpected. Over the years, Kyle has been a central figure on RHOBH, from her emotional battles with her sisters to her ever-evolving relationships with the other housewives. Kyle has faced challenges, controversies, and triumphs in front of millions of viewers. While many fans know Kyle as the fun-loving, family-oriented, and often sassy woman on the show, Mauricio's perspective offers a more intimate and revealing view of how reality TV, particularly RHOBH, has transformed his wife inside and out. The evolution of Kyle Richards. Before the reality TV cameras captured Kyle's every move, she was already a well-known figure, albeit for different reasons. As a child star, Kyle was part of the original Halloween series, and she appeared in numerous television shows and movies throughout the 1970s and 1980s. But it wasn't until she joined ROBH in 2010 that she truly entered the stratosphere of fame, something that, according to Mauricio, completely altered her sense of self and the way she navigates the world. In an emotional moment, Mauricio shared that Kyle's experience on ROBH made her more independent and confident, but it also took a toll on her in ways he never anticipated. When Kyle joined the show, she was already in a good place in her life, but ROBH really pushed her into a world that was both intoxicating and overwhelming. She was thrust into an environment where not only was her personal life on display, but she was constantly scrutinized by millions, he said. The pressures of reality TV are unlike anything most people can comprehend. Kyle, who had always been fiercely protective of her family and her privacy, found herself in a vulnerable position as the cameras captured her every move. Mauricio noted how Kyle's strength and resilience were tested in ways they hadn't been before. The way people judged her, the way they tried to break her down, it's something no one can prepare for, especially when you're living your life so openly, he admitted. Yet, what Mauricio also observed was that Kyle didn't crumble under the weight of fame and scrutiny. Instead, she grew stronger, more assertive, and more self-aware. He believes that ROBH ultimately made Kyle embrace who she is in a way that might have taken much longer without the show's influence. The transformation of Kyle's confidence. Mauricio revealed that one of the biggest changes he saw in Kyle over the years was her increasing self-confidence. Initially, Kyle was hesitant about opening up too much on the show. She wasn't always keen to show the darker, more vulnerable sides of her life, especially with her complicated family dynamics and marriage struggles. But as the seasons progressed, Kyle began to open up more, not just on screen, but to her family and herself. She's never been afraid to speak her mind, but over time, I've noticed she became bolder, more unapologetic about what she wanted in her personal and professional life. She realized that she didn't need to please anyone but herself. That was a huge shift, Mauricio said. ROBH helped Kyle evolve into a woman who would not only stand up for herself, but also set firm boundaries in her relationships. Mauricio also explained how, despite the challenges the show presented, Kyle's confidence reached new heights. While many might have crumbled under the pressure, Kyle embraced the tough moments, learned from them, and emerged stronger, both as a person and as a public figure. She became more comfortable in her skin, more at ease with her imperfections, and more assertive in her dealings with others. I watched her grow in front of my eyes. It's not just about what people see on TV. It's the way she carries herself now. She's truly become her own person, Mauricio shared. The impact on her family life. While ROBH undoubtedly helped shape Kyle's identity in many ways, Mauricio also acknowledged that it brought new challenges, especially within their own marriage and family life. Both Kyle and Mauricio have been through the ups and downs of marriage while being under the public microscope. From their early years as a married couple to the moments of tension seen on the show, including Kyle's emotional struggles with her sisters and the publicized bumps in their relationship, it wasn't always smooth sailing. Yet Mauricio believes that ROBH forced them to communicate better and more openly. It's made us stronger as a couple. The challenges we faced, the public moments of struggle, they allowed us to take a hard look at each other and grow. It's not always easy, but it's definitely been worth it, Mauricio said. The show also tested their family's resilience. The Umansky household had to adjust to the intrusive nature of reality television. As Kyle navigated her fame, Mauricio said that their children, including their daughters from Kyle's previous marriage and their own children together, began to understand the demands of her public life. While Kyle's relationship with her family has been at the forefront of the show, Mauricio explained how the dynamics between them shifted because of the exposure. she started to put more effort into balancing her career with her family life. And even though there were struggles on camera, off camera, she was always trying to ensure that her loved ones were taken care of, he explained. The personal impact. Beyond the impact of fame, the most significant transformation Mauricio saw in Kyle was the personal growth she experienced. Before the show, she wasn't as focused on herself, but now she is more intentional about her happiness. Housewives helped her realize what truly matters. It's not about what people think of you, it's about what you think of yourself. Kyle has always been a woman of great spirit, but Mauricio explained that through the reality show, she was able to harness a level of self-love and self-care that had eluded her in the past. In recent seasons, fans have witnessed Kyle taking on new challenges, growing her career outside of the show, and even exploring new interests, such as her growing passion for fitness and wellness. In closing, Mauricio shared that Kyle's time on RHOBH helped her shed layers of self-doubt and fully embrace her worth. The person Kyle is today is someone I'm incredibly proud of. The show has changed her, but not in the way people might think. It's helped her find herself, and as a result, she's become even more amazing.